Hey everybody, welcome to TechHub.training Power BI Budget Blitz Challenge Solution. Before we get started, I do want to let you guys know that this challenge has a solution in Excel in addition to Power BI. If you haven't looked at that solution for Excel yet, I would highly encourage you to do so, just so you can see how to complete this challenge using a different software. Alright, with that, let's go ahead and take a look at the Excel sheet. Provided you guys a list of transactions, a list of budget amounts and their corresponding department codes and expense category codes, the names of those various departments by department code, and the names of the expense categories by their corresponding code. What we want to do is we want to use Power BI to help us find out who is overspending on their budget and what are they overspending on. So let's go ahead and take a look. Alright, I went ahead and loaded in my data from Excel. If you haven't done that yet, just hit Get Data, then Excel Workbook. The nice thing about Power BI is it automatically detects relationships between sheets and tables. As you can see, it's already done that here, so we don't have to manually go in and create those relationships. Alright, we need to create a measure called variance. Now what variance is that's budget minus expenditures. If you have a positive variance, it means that your budget is greater than your expenditures. If you have a negative variance, your expenditures greater than your budget. So what we want to do is hit New Measure. We're going to call this variance. We're going to say the sum of the budget amount minus the sum of the, there we go, expenditures. Perfect. We have our measure created. All right, what we need to do is create a visualization that has 4 elements: a waterfall chart, 2 tables, and a slicer. First things first, we're going to put the waterfall chart in here, and that is going to be variance by expense category. And already we can tell that travel is a huge expense that's over budget. And then professional fees as well, but not quite to the degree that travel is. All right, now let's plug in our 2 tables. Whoops, I just changed that. There we go. Table 1, table 2. Okay, table 1, we're going to put in the variance by expense category, which is the same thing that we have up in here, just in table format. Makes it a little easier to see. And then this one is going to be variance by department. Perfect. And this visualization I'm creating right now is not going to be super nice and neat. You guys can go back and do any customization that you want to it, but this is just the core information of what you guys need to know in order to complete this challenge. All right, so taking a look here, we got our waterfall chart, we got our 2 tables, department, expense category. We need a slicer by department. Awesome, we're gonna actually change that to a drop down. Selection, make sure our select all is an option. And what this is going to allow us to do is drill down by department to see where they're underspending in the green and overspending in the red. And eventually we'll find that HR is accounting for most of our over budget spending in travel by a huge amount. So we got to go investigate and find out what they're doing to create that variance. All right, and then the last thing I'm going to show you guys, there we go, select all. Last thing I'm going to show you guys is how to apply conditional formatting to a table. What you're going to want to do is click here, and then go to conditional formatting. We're going to change the background color. What we want to do is we want to show in various degrees of red how much negative variance there is in the table. So what we'll do is lowest value, we'll keep that. We'll say the lowest value is going to be a dark red. And the maximum value we want here is 0, so that no positive variances are receiving any color. We'll just make that white. Hit OK. Perfect. And what this does is it lets us see super quickly where the large variances are. And right there, HR, huge negative variance. We know we got to go investigate with them and find out what are they spending their money on. All right, guys. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this solution in this video, and thanks for watching.